Well, what's up, guys? Matthew here, getting ready to watch Season 1, Episode 11 of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Last episode, we sort of got the end of the first little, mini arc, I would assume. What was that, 3 or 4 episodes long, I think? Little, versus demons arc. I really fucking enjoyed it. Had some really good, short-lived, but some really good villains, interesting sort of lore, backstory, power dynamics. Frieren is the GOAT. Frieren already, what, with 11 episodes or 10? I've watched 10 episodes. She might make a run for my top episodes, or I mean top characters list. Not necessarily top 10 or top 20 or anything like that, but she's on the map. And I think something I obviously have been talking about these last couple episodes. I didn't expect Frieren to be this badass. Obviously, I didn't have any expectations going into the show, but I mean, even after the first episode or two, I didn't expect her to be this badass. And I don't know if this is something I've discussed. I'm not typically a fan of badass characters. Typically, if there is any One Piece fans in here, I'm not a big Zoro fan. I don't hate him. I like him. I just don't love him. And I feel like that's blasphemy for a lot of One Piece fans. But for me, a character like him, it's too badass. Not enough sauce. Too badass. With someone like Frieren, she's badass, but I care for her. The character is there. She has interesting relationships. I mean, some of the best character work I've ever seen in anime, specifically in the first 10 episodes. So, that's enough yapping for me. I'll obviously yap at the end of the episode. I'm ready to hop into it. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I've got the full-length reaction up on Patreon. I am a considerable amount of episodes ahead. I might even already be done by this point. That's no guarantee. Check the comments to see what episode I'm on. But with how good this is, I might goddamn be near. Other than that, please subscribe. It really helps me out, and I'd really appreciate it. Let's get into it. Bad motherfucker. This force field thingy looks ethereal, I must say. Of course I did! You know who the fuck you dealing with? I mean, I know that you knew that I would, but... Come on. You gonna give us a little celebration party in exchange? Was it the son, or was it a past? No problem, my G. He didn't train me. I'm proud of you. Oh my god! You guys did a good fucking job! Again, one of the best, especially in the first 9 episodes, one of the best fights that early in an anime I've ever watched. Can I be honest too? I would expect this is one of the last times we see Groff Granat, honestly. He's one of the most badass looking characters I've ever seen too. I got goosebumps again. I'm sorry for saying it. You guys must be fucking annoyed how many times I say it each episode. But god damn it, I won't not say it. It's the truth. Damn. You gonna take it or are we gonna copy it? Yep, bye. But it works. Oh, well, Jesus, fuck. Yeah, she's right. There's never been a fucking real grimoire. I never thought of it like that. This is a great cut. And it's fun. This shit, it isn't depressing. It's funny. It's upbeat. It's wholesome too. Hello? Okay, buddy. Again, the gags are funny too. Like, you're gonna be hailed as a hero. He's magic. God, Jesus fucking Christ! A triple XL burger? What the fuck was that? Oh, this is made by. This sounds like Vinland Saga music. Like one of the endings, I believe. Maybe ending 4? I could be talking right out of my ass and it could just be similar sounding. And I won't look up to see if I'm right. Dude, they're piercing through my body. Oh my god. Yes, yes. War going on? Damn, so there must be like a whole bunch of magic and shit. They really did not do a good job. These fucking demons and shit really came back after this many years. Continental Magic Association? Well, I guess I gotta get one of them. She is the hero of the world! One of the 4! She can do whatever the fuck she wants. Hello? Assassination attempt? What the fuck's going on? They change him only every like fucking every 300 years. Jesus, dude. Hi. We're gonna go take an exam? All burst? What the fuck is that? I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly because I don't know what the fuck that shit is in the middle. Is that our next little pit stop? I gotta go pass a test. You'll probably forget in like 200 years, but I'll save your asses again. Damn, they fucking Russian him? How, like, again, this is one of the things where maybe I want a map. I mean, they just showed a little picture of a map, but... Like, how far north are we? We're not close to end, right? Because that's the end of the... at least the first part of the story. I don't know if the story would continue after that. Warm him up! Do you not have like a fire spell? Can you not make a fire? Let's chop down some trees. Such great sound design. Hey, don't get rizzy on me. Everything that she says is 80 years out of date. What's he doing in there? Okay. I was gonna say, was some sex happening? Hello? An elf! This is a rarity! What? You know him or some shit? He was just doing exercises. He's just shirtless. Wow, I did not expect to see another elf. Oh my god.
私もだよ。
ジョーちゃんも費用ありがとうな。
いえ。
魔法使いと会えたのは幸運だった。
Don't be evil.
女神様の導きだな。渋谷山脈を越えてきたんだが、この吹雪。
I don't think you are, but I mean, I don't want a plot twist to hit me.
文句のクラフトだ。
Craft.
魔法使いフリ
These
ーレン。
names are going
同じ
crazy.
く魔法使いのフェレンです。こちらは戦士のシュタルク様。
Don't call me Mister.
オレオール、天国を目指す旅か。信仰心が熱いの。
Is this a fourth member? I don't think so, but
暖かくて心地いい。それにあんなに
yo, he is Jesus Christ. He's fiending.
吹雪で
Snapback. What's up, buddy? How's it going? You need to stay warm. Cuddle up close to me. He's gonna scream? Oh, okay, he's pretty calm.
誰このおっさん
騒がしいな。
せっかく人肌で温なんたる態度だ。
人肌って
I was rubbing you up and down.
さんいい体してんな。
Okay, Stark, you're weird too.
文句のクラフト。
You look cool.
聞いたことねえな。でも名のある文句ってのは間違いねえだろ。
スタルク、お前はここで休んでいろ。二人は食料を運ぶのを手伝ってくれ。
Damn, hey, I'll help.
本当にお前たちに会えてよかった。
Jesus.
この凍った食料もなんとかなるだろう。遠慮せず使ってくれ。
量は十分にありますね。このままシュベア山脈を越えるのは自殺行為だし。
That fucking spell to make her staff appear is so cool.
ところでフリーレン、お前は俺のことを知っているか？
全然。
だろうな。
You're a bum not on my level.
ってこれっぽっちも知らん。
Okay, buddy.
勇者様ご一行の魔法使いですよ。
その前は
何が言いたいの？
俺たちはエルフってことだ。
Damn, are we gonna be here for like 6 fucking months in this? Like, that's what I mean. Every time they skip or there's a montage, I just expect like 8 years to pass by.
すぐ半年になるな。
6 months? That doesn't make. Even when I said like, oh, it's been 6 months, I was like, ah, it doesn't make any sense. Winters aren't 6 months long.
こいつを
What the fuck? 6 months of my fucking life.
渡してやってくれ。あの子は信仰心の熱いいい子だ。僧侶に育てられた影響だろうな。女神様への感謝を忘れていない。
クラフトはどうして女神様を信じ？
I want to learn more about this religion.
フリーレンは信じていないんだな。
And how old are you, sir?
像の女神様は神話の時代を除いて、この世界の長い歴史の中で実際に姿を現したことは一度もない。
Damn, well, we're gonna have to run into her.
俺も昔はそうだった。だが今は心の底から女神様
Damn, the oldest being in the universe has just been called a youngin.
てくれなきゃ困るんだよ。俺の成してきた偉業も正義も知っている奴は皆死に絶えた。だから俺は死んだら天国で女神様に
Jesus, the goddess looks very alike to Frieren.
頑張ったクラフト。お前の人生は素晴らしいものだったってな。わかるだろうフリーレン。
Do their ears get like bigger
の生きてきた奇跡が
the more they
誰に
live?
も覚えられちゃいないって
This
のは
man's ears are giant.
まあいい。お前の身の上を話せ。俺も話す。お前が信じないっていうのなら
Is this our new hider?
お前を褒めてやる。
Oh,
意外ですか？
うん。まさかハイターがこの村の孤児院の復興資金を出すなんてね。
no.
ですね。私も孤児でしたから。
I got the goosebumps again.
きっと女神様も清く正しく生きた私を褒めてくださることでしょう。
酒を飲みながら何を言ってるん
It always gets a kick out of me. Every time.
あなたには褒めてくれる人はいますか？
急にどうしたのさ。
あなたは女神様を信じていないようなので、身の上を話していただければ代わりに私が褒めますよ。
だと生きてきただけだよ。褒められるようなことなんて何もない。
常に魔力を制限しているのに。
Damn.
それは血の滲むような努力の賜物。
Damn. Read me like a book, Jesus.
気がついていたの。
何年一緒に旅をしていると思っているんですか？
面白い話じゃないの。
Oh, I keep getting fucking goosebumps.
それに高額のためにもなります。
なんで？
もしかしたら私の子供は魔法使いになるかも。
My babies.
なんで女神様に仕える連中は変なやつが多いんだろう
Aw.
ね。遠慮してお
If
く
these guys gonna get together, I want it to happen. I'm gonna be honest.
もらったから。
そうか。いい友人を持ったな、フリーレン。
その人はも
No.
う今は天国にいるよ。
なら、いずれ会えるな。
Is she gonna gain some sort of religious feelings too, spirituality?
俺はこっちだ。フリーレン。根性の別れとは思わん。
When we need help, I'm sure we'll see you again.
おっさんも元気でな。楽しかったぜ。
Let's cuddle again. I love this show so much. Like, even like a calmer episode like that, I guess you could say. You know, what I mean, just sort of surviving in the winter in a little cabin. Like, it's so interesting and it's so wholesome, and the character development, like I don't know how to explain it. It's like Frieren, who again is 1,000 years old. But emotionally, I would argue she's very childish. Not like in the sense of like, you know what I mean, like maturity-wise, but just I don't feel like she's experienced a lot of stuff, and especially when it comes to like human interaction and socialization. It's almost like her friends, you know, from her past are like teaching her through their apprentices. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like it feels like she's growing, or more specifically, like Stark and Fern are like extensions of Hyder and Eisen, and she is like, they're like the second coming of them, and she's able to or is going to connect with them a little better than the past. And it's another thing too that scares me. Obviously at some point we're going to have to meet up back with Kraft too. I will get into it in a minute, but yeah, saying something like I'll see you in a couple centuries, like that kind of scares me, because how long is this show gonna last? Like, is the show gonna outlast Fern and Stark? Am I gonna have to cry over their deaths as well as the past party's deaths? I really hope not, because I mean, you know, the show makes me cry and get emotional and teary-eyed and goosebumps so much already. I don't want it to happen even more. But dude, going to Kraft for a minute, very interesting character, and it's really sort of I don't know how to describe it. Not surprising, shocking maybe might be the closest word. To see someone, essentially big dog, Frieren, you know what I mean? Like calling her young, and I don't know who you are. He's probably been on some of adventures of that level of his own, maybe. Being that old, and like it seems like he's like a forgotten hero, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I wonder, like, with the fake grimoires, are those made by Flamme to like, I don't know, trick people who try to use the power for bad, or are they just like fake books that I don't know, some random bumpkins made to, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what the purpose of that would be. To gain money? I don't know if the books are sold. But I am interested about that, because we keep running into these motherfuckers, and there's like hundreds and thousands of these goddamn books everywhere. So, I just don't know. I really liked the Hyder stuff this episode. Something well, I feel like obviously every episode we get the flashback and we focus on one of the other three members of the original party. I want a little bit more Eisen focus on them. I feel like, well, I don't know. I love the relationships between Frieren and Himmel and Heider. Obviously, they're top tier. I think Eisen is slightly a tier below for me. Not at like any specific reason or like negativity. I just Himmel and Heider are the fucking goats, and I have them a little higher. I want to see some more interactions with Eisen back in the day to sort of get him up to that level for me. But I like the sort of exploration of faith as well. I mean, I feel like that's I don't know. Obviously, you know, no matter what anyone says, I think that everyone at some point in their life fears death, and the sort of, you know, questions the uncertainty of it. Someone like an elf who lives for a very long time, I feel like they would go a giant portion of time not really thinking about death at all, because they think of themselves almost as, you know what I mean, not immortal, but, you know, death is a long ways away. No reason to think about it. You know, I mean, it's why, you know, people in real life, 20 to 30-year-olds, they don't really think about death. It isn't until you start getting to the sort of Middle Ages where you start to think about it a little more, I feel. So I wonder if as Frieren sort of ages a little bit, whether or not that will become a bigger aspect of her character. Because I mean, obviously already that's sort of the idea of heaven, and you know, that exploration is a big part of her. You know, considering that she wants to, it's her part, it's her main fucking journey right now. She wants to go talk to Himmel. So I could see that definitely becoming a stronger and stronger part of her character, especially obviously with our essentially second main character, or second most important character, Fern, being a not only just what did he say, zealot? I don't know if he said zealot. Is zealot even a positive word? Because every time I hear someone use zealot, it's more of a negative thing. But Fern is a believer. That's obviously because she was sort of raised a decent portion of her life with Heider. I think that would be an easy sort of connection right there. Sort of, you know, I don't want to say help, but, you know, a way to feel those feelings about faith in your future and, you know, time after you die. But I mentioned it throughout the episode. And I've mentioned it throughout the entire, you know, series so far, all 11 episodes I've watched. I love this. It's so, you know, it can get so badass and so cool and, you know, funny and this and that, but like, it's so wholesome. And you know, I don't know how to explain it. I've spoken about how I haven't watched a lot of anime in my, you know, viewing time. Probably only watched like 12 animes maybe. And again, it's biases, you know. Anytime I think of like wholesome anime, I think of like, you know, stupid little kid, you know, anime, like sweet little, you know what I mean, stories not really that serious. And again, I want to repeat, haven't watched that many amazing, you know, wholesome anime, so I'm not really the best educated in that aspect. But you know, something about this, like, it's so wholesome, but it's so serious for me as well, and it's so emotional, and like, I just don't know. The characters are fucking amazing. I'll repeat it. I care for them so much. Seeing them have nice interactions with each other is a great change of pace for me. It's something that I don't normally see in anime. It's, you know, again, it's sort of darker, violent stuff, more like your typical shonen. So this is the most beautiful change of pace I have ever watched. To be quite honest, you know what I mean? It's already. I was talking with my friend the other day. I recommended this to them, and I already said, like, look, when it comes to animes that emotionally affect me, Vinland Saga is number one. That's no question. And then I've just recently finished Monster. That's number two. You know, that's fucking excellent. This already, you know, 11 episodes in. At that point, it was like 10. It was 10 episodes in. It's already number 3 for me. Like, I don't know how to explain it too. Like I'm not saying it's my third favorite. Like, my favorite anime of all time is Attack on Titan. But I mean, like, emotional, like, I don't know how to explain it. Not like connection to it, or, you know, or like hype. It's hard to explain. And I think people have like hypocritical feelings, or they classify things certain ways to sort of, you know what I mean? They don't really make sense, but it's just the way you classify it. Like, I love Attack on Titan. I definitely cried a lot during it, but like emotion-wise, something like this just keeps me on the edge, like crying, wholesome, happy, whatever, perfectly at all moments, if that makes sense. So I don't know. And then, like, I think, again, this is another piece of high praise. And this is crazy for me to say, honestly. I think that this might be my favorite anime through the first 11 episodes of a show. Like, that's a little crazy for me. Again, I'm not using this as like a thing to shit on the show or this show or anything like that. I don't think that will keep up. Not in the sense of the show will go downhill, but I think that other shows just go so far up for me that I don't know if it's capable for the show to catch it, just for my personal tastes. But again, I want to repeat, through the first 10, 11 episodes, this is unmatched for me. And like, not just, and again, I keep ragging on like the wholesome, the characters, the feelings, this, that, just from a pure interest level, like entertainment, the world building, the story, the power, everything about it. It's so intriguing for me. It feels like, again, something else I've spoken about a lot in my Frieren reactions. Although I'm a fantasy fan, you know, genre-wise, I haven't really dabbled that much deep into fantasy. I've only sort of had, you know, my toes in the water a little bit. This feels like my first sort of delve into a true, and again, I don't want people to misunderstand me when I say like I'm shitting on it, but this is more like a true cliche fantasy world, if that makes sense. You know, with the magic and the little cities and all that, and I'm really enjoying it. Like, this is opening my eyes. If there's any, please let me, I don't know if I've asked that. If there's any other like fantasy medieval animes that you guys would recommend, please let me know. Like, even like if you want me to watch it for the channel, sure. But I mean, even just in my spare time, if you know think something would be really cool to watch, I would definitely be interested in seeing some recommendations for it. So, but you know, that was another great episode. I think that's going to be it for me. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please, again, repeating it, please subscribe would really help me out, and I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to see reactions early and you want to get full-length reactions, check my Patreon. It's up on there. Appreciate you guys for watching. You guys have a good one. See ya.